Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Toon Review. The Champions League is back, and Newcastle United will be taking on the might of Barcelona tomorrow night, 8 p.m. kickoff. Billy will start Matchday Live right here on the Toon Review at 7:30, and he will bring you match build-up. Me and Alex will be at the ground. We will be there in person. So is Sam, I believe. So three of the Toon Review will be there. Billy will be representing us on the commentary, of course, and we'll be doing a fantastic job as per usual. So yeah, a lot to get into tonight, building up to the game. We'll look at what Eddie said in the press conference, of course. Bruno was speaking as well. And the excitement is well and truly building. Barcelona have already been pictured training at the ground, of course. Lewandowski was having a good look around the stadium as well. Lots to get into. But if you do enjoy tonight's show, guys, as usual, hit that thumbs up button. Very important for the channel that we keep those coming in, of course. And if you are new around here and you like what you see, please do subscribe. It is completely free. All we ask for is that you hit that notification bell so you never miss any uploads or live shows in the future. You can become a member of the Toon Review by hitting that join button just underneath the three of us. And of course, super chats are available. That's a $sign at the bottom of the live comments. And as a thank you for sending in a super chat, we guarantee to read your comment out live. Right. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you, Massive, the Magpie Massive, more you fantastic people all awaiting European football in Viewland.
Indeed.
Should we say buenos tardes to all of our Spanish viewers? That we might get a few Barca fans dropped in.
Yeah, it might be a few Barca in, yeah. Tards.
Hola. So there you go. Yeah, absolutely. Now, Alex, you've asked me to tee you up, so take it away, my friend.
We'll give it another few minutes. We'll wait for the riffraff to
the riffraff.
Can I just say they've got
scarves to appear?
They've got scarves.
Yes. Listen,
Liverpool fans have scarves with "Welcome to Liverpool" on it.
Yes. I know. And I've also seen half and half scarves being sold at Newcastle for tomorrow's game.
Oh, for fuck's
sake.
It's fine to buy one commemoratively, but you don't take it outside, really.
Well, I know, but these half and halves, Alex. I mean, Christ Almighty, Jesus! I'm not a one for half and halves. Not at all. But then again, some people are, and of course, it's up to you if you would rather buy them. Tom's saying, would they not speak Catalan rather than Castilian Spanish?
They speak both. It's very much, Tom, like if you go to North Wales, they do all speak English. They just don't like you for speaking English. They would rather speak Welsh. It's very much that, but Spain.
Isn't it?
Best way to describe it.
Good evening to all our fantastic viewers down in Wales. We love you very much. In the valley. Down in the valleys.
I have also tonight, by the way, drink responsibly, guys. I've got myself a German beer from the wife. It is a Vorsteiner to obviously.
I thought that said Voltamada for a second there. Yeah.
I wish.
You ever see the one on Grand GTA 5? German beer. It's called.
How did I know that you'd bring up a fountain of knowledge like that, Billy?
It is, though. It's hilarious. Because I've got that B thing, haven't I?
Why is Mason offended? Aren't you like a Swansea or Cardiff fan? I'm pretty sure they're South Wales. They're very South Wales.
Well, Alex, it doesn't really matter. You said
North
Wales.
They don't speak Welsh, do they? They certainly don't
speak. They don't, yeah, it's North Wales where they speak Welsh, I'm pretty sure.
There's nothing wrong with North Wales.
Oh, no, there isn't. It's just...
There is. Mark Lowen's from there.
Well...
Ish.
I've seen a couple of people in the comments saying tonight, can you do a giveaway for a ticket tomorrow? Not a million.
Only if you've got a Dundee postcode and you're of school age.
By the way, I've completely forgot what I was going to say.
Cheers, buddy.
Oh, for God's sake.
I
don't know what I was going to say. It doesn't really matter anymore. If I've forgotten what I was going to say, I'd rather not say anything than say something after what happened the other night. I think that's probably better. Alex, we asked you before the show started if you saw mine and Billy's monumental Castor.
I've heard about it. I've deliberately not watched it.
You heard about it? You heard about it?
From where is the question?
From the mods and other
Oh,
people.
right. I'm going to say, it ain't the word on the fucking street, surely.
The mods will dump us in the crap
It does
straight
bother
away.
me quite a lot because I was next to Paul for the match, so it really does concern me that.
Yes. And I'm sure you thought
watched
Lewis
Kieran
Hall had come on as
Trippier
well, Alex. I'm pretty sure we both thought Lewis Hall had come on. But the fact that you weren't here, to do the scores meant that you got away with it. Because
I can't miss any more match reviews now because we'll end up rating people that don't even play for the club anymore. Why don't you give Matt Target a rating while we're at it? We might as well. He scored the other day, didn't he?
Well, I'm sure we started scoring some of the legends of the club. It was just an incredible
first touch from Beardsley was pretty good, wasn't it?
Kelly scoring goals left, right, and bleeding centre.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
Juve hero.
I mean, he's turning into quite the icon there, isn't he? Anyway, Alex, we've got over 1,000 in now, so get yourself away. What would you like to say?
Right, it was just a little welcome in for our Barca fans. If there is anybody watching, if you've just clicked on this out of curiosity, because you are going to watch the game tomorrow. So, hola a todos y un saludo especial a nuestros amigos culé. Bienvenidos al previo del partidazo entre Newcastle y Barça. Esperamos que estéis cómodos con la cervecita en la mano, porque esto va a poner interesante. Eso sí, a ver si el Barça aguante más de 10 minutos con lluvia, viento, 8 grados, todo. Porque esto no es el Camp Nou, St. James's Park. Very different place. Good luck, boys. You're going to need it.
Have you told them to fuck off in Spanish?
Absolutely not.
Listen,
Absolutely not.
I understood some of that, but listen.
Yes,
I did. I am actually learning Spanish, Billy.
I forgot you were Spanish. Yeah, sorry.
No, I'm not Spanish. Fuck you. I'm not Spanish at all.
I forgot.
Down the line, Billy.
Y con los que no estoy leyendo de nada, que lo puedo hablar español. Yeah.
Right.
I'm
Stop
absolutely
sounding
not
like Rafa
reading
Benitez, right? I just. I mean,
por favor.
So can I translate it into English? So I just said, welcome in to the preview for the two clubs. I hope you've got a nice beer in your hand. You're going to need it. Tomorrow's going to be tough. There's rain, wind. It's going to be 8 degrees. This is not the Camp Nou. This is Newcastle. You're going to have to be very prepared for this. It is a different kettle of fish, cup of tea, glass of sangria, whatever you want to rate it as.
There is a chance, just a slim one, that we may have upset a lot of Barca fans who don't speak like you just did there, Alex, because obviously being from Catalonia,
they still all speak Spanish. They know exactly what it means.
Yes, but they're very passionate about being Catalan, aren't they? So
they are indeed. And my accent is more Malaga, Andalusia, so I do not speak anywhere close to what they sound like at all. But they can still understand it. It's the same like you have to understand Scousers or Londoners.
We're going to
still understand the language.
Here tonight, the way he's gone on. Honestly, madness. Anyway, did we watch Eddie Howe's press conference, chaps?
No, sorry, I didn't.
Haven't had a chance yet, unfortunately.
Do you know what? I mean, where is that? I just cannot get the stuff. I don't know what's happened to you guys, but there was a time when you'd come on here and you'd be like, "Yeah, we've watched it, and we've got loads of things to say."
I've been watching Barcelona highlights and understanding the team. I haven't had a chance to listen to them.
I watched Athletics Championships. That help anyway?
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. Anyway, I didn't see it because I was out. But anyway, what he did say on the visit to Barcelona, he said it's a historic fixture. As soon as we realized we were drawn against Barcelona, it had a magical feel to it. It'll be an amazing game to experience. I'm focused on tactical preparation and making sure we deliver a good performance. I'm really excited to sample the atmosphere. I know it will be incredible. The atmosphere, Alex, do you think we're going to lose a bit with only 800 Barca fans there?
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much of an atmosphere from them at all. Like, we've got to make sure that they are not heard. And this is where we obviously, I have no rights to summon or request or ask you guys watching to do anything at all. I can only plea, I can only make suggestions and hope that you're on the same page as us. Anybody going to that ground tomorrow, I will be doing the same. You have to cheer, you have to sing, you have to clap, you have to get involved to make the atmosphere better. It's one of the reasons why we beat PSG. It's one of the reasons why we battered PSG, not just beat them. That ground it's it's unplayable for teams when it's like that. Unplayable. Arsenal couldn't handle it. PSG couldn't handle it. We've done it to Liverpool on occasions. When we get rolling like that, they cannot handle it. It doesn't matter who you are. If we get it into that bracket on that day, I think we're unbeatable. Genuinely do.
Yeah.
And it's, if you're there, try it. If you don't like clapping, if you feel awkward, sod it. Nobody cares. Nobody's judging you.
Or if you're singing and somebody next to you turns around and says, sit down, or can you be quiet, please? Turn around and slap them.
Ignore them. Well, don't do that. But just it's
no,
your club.
Seriously, if
your
I get
club
told
at the end of the day, guys,
to sit down and shut up, I would. But listen, the people around me are fantastic. Anyway, there's a kid,
hey there.
no. There's a kid sits next to Alex and his dad, and he was chatting away to us the other day against Wolves and commenting, because Alex was very similar to you, Billy, in commentary. I mean, he started turning into Ty from AFTV because he just yellow card, send him off. I don't care if he's hurt. Get him off. And he was very impatient at times.
Well, to be fair, there was one moment where an injured Wolves player was like half lying on the pitch and half lying off it, and they stopped play for it instead of just easing him off 2 inches.
Yeah, it was was it Mosquera who went down like 4 times with a facial injury of some description? It got silly. So everybody got very irate by that, including myself.
Newton, if you're seriously a Newcastle United fan, matey, or why am I wearing a Germany home kit?
You can see the badge.
Anyway, there's nothing wrong with the German home kit. Not in this day and age.
No, absolutely not.
I've always been a fan of the Germans, mate.
You have, Billy. Indeed, you have. A very big advocate for Germany. That's a Newcastle badge, as far as I'm aware. Correct me if I'm wrong, but hey ho. Super chat in from Dan. We did it. Liverpool at Wembley. Never mind St James's Park.
Yeah, you could only hear our fans, to be fair. They were fantastic.
Yeah, well, Liverpool didn't have the sound system under the seats, did they? So,
yes.
You know.
We know.
We know. If you know, you know. Absolutely. Right. This is a huge game, obviously. It's massive. Basically, Eddie went back and spoke about the 4-1 win over PSG. He says, there are things we can take from that game, but there are things we can take from the whole experience. Unfortunately, we didn't progress beyond the group stage, which was a disappointment, but we can use those experiences to help us. For this game, which is all we can focus on, it's about trying to get a positive result. So, Billy, does Eddie go for... I mean, we'll come on to formations and team predictions later on, but he's got to start Anthony Gordon, surely.
No, 100%. It works out because of the game on Sunday as well.
Yeah.
Even if he, it's rotation, isn't it? Even though Anthony Gordon's not available for Sunday, just makes perfect sense for me. Yeah, and as for being, will he be brave or will he be defensive? I don't know. I guess as the game goes on, we'll know more. But I'd like to see us press, and I don't think we did press that much against Wolves, to be honest.
I don't
think maybe Voltemade is a man for that, but still, you've got to...
One thing I do expect, Alex, is for the players to be well and truly revved up. I mean, you look back to that PSG night, and every tackle was greeted with rapturous applause. The players were responding, pumping the fists up after every tackle. That's the kind of night we need tomorrow night, isn't it?
Absolutely. A slight difference, though. I'm going to disagree to an extent. There is some differences with this team. I think this Barcelona team is better than the PSG team that we beat. I thought they were very much a bunch of individuals that did not fit the system at all.
Yeah.
This Barcelona team, I think intricacy is the best word to describe them. It's like they're playing on carpet with socks. The intricate passing networks are outrageous. It is baffling, some of the stuff they pull off with the no-look passes, reverse passes, 1-2s, neat little systems. It is fantastic stuff. And it's very much something that we've not been very good at defending over the last few years. And that is teams with a good 10. We need to be switched on. It's about the passion, but it's up there. It's whoever's in front of that back four, You've got to be, whether it's Bruno or Sandro, whoever's gone, and if they've both gone, they've got to be absolutely electric.
Yeah.
Nobody follow the ball. You hold your man, you hold your position, you do what's right, you think about it, you make the right decision. You cannot get caught getting sucked into the ball. It's about focus and concentration because they are far different to what PSG were when we smashed them. This is different. Whole nother level. This is the elite bracket now.
Canny Bagger Tudor says Keith Downey hinting on Gordon may start up top.
Well, at least that way I'll get the press.
Yeah, come on. We cannot leave Voltemada out.
Who says leaving him out? You might play a bit deeper.
Well, potentially we might chuck four on Paul. We could have Voltemada behind Gordon, and we could have Murphy and Elanga on all at the same time, and just throw the kitchen sink at them at home.
What, 4-2-3-1?
We have Voltemada now. You never know, but it would be a massive curveball from Eddie.
I'll tell you something. I'd be all for that, by the way. Because
in theory, that's going to match up their formation.
Yeah.
It's a consideration. It might, it's unlikely, but certainly possible.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, if he does, I think a lot of fans have been calling for 4-2-3-1 for a long, long time. Will he be brave enough to do that, though? I'm not.
This is the biggest test of his career. This is this game specifically, tactically, because they've just come off of battering Valencia 6-0, missing most of their best players, and they looked just ridiculous. Absolutely insane how good they were. It was. If anybody hasn't seen it, wait till we finish this show. Obviously, go watch the highlights. Maybe don't, because it might upset you a little bit, because it was really good.
Yeah, I think we should stay away from watching Barcelona thrash anybody, Alex, and just try and maybe concentrate. Apparently, Keith Downey been advised that Voltemada is not fully fit.
Christ, we've just.
He can't be bloody. He can't be injured.
God knows how much on two strikers.
I mean, he did say
he did minutes for Germany.
Yeah, he did say he was cramping up on Saturday, didn't he? After the game, but obviously we took him off. He can't still be cramped up, for God's sake, dear me. And remember, Eddie will play a lot of games before in his press conference. He's not going to turn around and tell Hansi Flick exactly what formation he's going to play or anything like that, for that matter. I wouldn't particularly worried about that. Hi, it's me. Says there's a spree on the bench. Well, I'll probably see him come off the bench, and I'll score him in the on Friday's.
I hope they've invited him as a guest for tomorrow.
Yes,
that would be a nice
he's in Newcastle.
He's in Newcastle. Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Nice. I like that.
I mean, that would have been criminal had we not invited him.
Lock up your daughters,
Billy.
Well, you know what he's like.
Well, yes, but he's a lot older these days now. He's a settled man.
When you're a swordsman like he was, I don't think you ever lose it, dear. I certainly never.
A swordsman.
Disarmed many years
My
ago.
lord. Yeah. Anyway, he then was asked about learning lessons from the last campaign, and he said the experience, the size, and the magnitude of the games, everything that goes into the Champions League is different to the Premier League. The build-up is different. The feel is different. Having done that before certainly helps us, and the squad is arguably stronger. I back the quality that we have. There are tough fixtures for us. The early games are really important because they set the foundations. I mean, Billy, lessons learned. I mean, to be honest, it's not really lessons learned because we were screwed out of getting through the group stage last time, weren't we?
We were. But having said that, I thought we were a little bit naive in the last game. We could have settled for the Europa League without pushing everyone forward. But I guess it was all or nothing for Eddie Howe. I mean, maybe that's how he wanted to play it. But I thought we were a little bit naive in that game, if I'm perfectly honest. Maybe that won't happen again.
Well, yeah.
Well, I disagree with you there, Billy. I'm not sure it was naivety. I think it was he made a choice.
Not from the manager, from the players themselves. Yeah, it was just.
Well, no, I think it was a unified choice of we want to throw the kitchen sink at this because we want to get out of the group stage. It was if they won, they were going to get out of the group stage. If they didn't, they were going to drop. If they drew, that was going to be Europa, and if they lost, it was nothing. And they threw all of their eggs in that winning basket. I don't blame them for that. Eddie Howe's always had that mentality and has always instilled that in the players of win at all costs. We play to win, not to not lose, which is what we've always wanted from a club, surely.
Very true. I do have to pick up on this comment. Geez, Paul, Stato and Lady Sam all at the match tomorrow. If only the rest of us had those TTR perks.
There is no perks. None at all, unfortunately.
They're all right. They're all right, these people. I get tickets from anywhere.
Yeah, we don't get no perks, put it that way. Season tickets, and Sam got one in the ballot, so all done fair and square, matey. We do not get any perks at all. And
you're looking at the wrong channel for that.
Absolutely. Very much so.
Certainly.
Andy says, evening, Bonnie lads. Paul, Billy and War Stato. Is War Eddie the best pound-for-pound Premier League manager of today? Come on the tune.
Can't be any better.
He's up there.
Pound for pound is a really good. You've put that really well. Pound for pound, I think he is.
Hang on. Whoa. Did you just say Andy Toon Hunter just wrote something
He's
very well?
articulated that perfectly. Yes. What an
wow.
Andy. Fantastic comment.
Well done, Andy. I never thought I'd ever hear Stato say that. But then again, he doesn't have to read in the language that you put your comments in. Warren Dinning says, who says we play back 4? Back 3, 5, 2?
Maybe.
Possibly.
We will have a look all in due course.
You
mentioned the lineup, by the way, against PSG. It's worth remembering we did have Lascelles and Miguel Almiron in that lineup. So arguably, Alanga, Murphy today are considerably better than Murphy was at that time. And Botman/Byrne are both, no disrespect to the club captain himself, Jamal Lascelles, are better than Jamal Lascelles. So definitely upgrades there. And Byrne was left back that night. So
yes, he was.
Livramento at left back is much better than Dan Burn's ever been at left back. Let's be fair.
Or Lewis Hall, of course, if he manages to get on the pitch.
Lewis Hall.
well, he was fantastic against Wolves, Billy. So I think he's pushed himself into the starting lineup. Charlie says, on this day in '97, it was my best birthday evening ever. Tino was incredible, and I still think we can do it all again tomorrow. How are the lads? I mean, look, I remember being there. It was an incredible night. It's just an incredible night.
You were there, were you? Wow.
You what, mate?
You were there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was there, mate. I was 21-year-old back in the day.
Wow. See, this is special for me as well, because this was very shortly after I became a fan. I was less than 5. We just moved into a new house and was watching it on the telly. So this was very, very early doors for me.
Brian Moore. Yeah, Brian Moore.
Yeah. I mean, Gillespie was, let's not forget Keith Gillespie that night as well. I mean, he was absolute fire.
He had, what was the name
Charlie
of
with the
he was marking, the boat was trying to mark him. And Moore. He had him on toast.
He's still looking for him now, Billy. He's still trying to find him now. Charlie says, imagine if Tino got a hat-trick tomorrow.
Oof. Imagine that.
That would be weird, wouldn't it?
Especially if Mark Gillespie assisted for all 3.
Mark Gillespie, comes on as an emergency right winger. Oh, my God. Magpie 50 says, Stato was right. We must throw everything at them at St. James's and have a good start this time around. And we have some better players now. How are the lads?
It's way easier to progress out of this stage than it was in the...
Yes, it is.
Getting a group of death being a pot 4 team is outrageous, whereas now it's way easier. Although, if you've looked at the Apta, that's not the company. The Opta bracket.
Opta, yes.
For
make fucking children's milk,
opponents.
Children's milk? Yes,
opponents' difficulty ratings. We've got one of the hardest round of fixtures out of any clubs, which is a bit of a shame. Man City have got one of the easiest. Surprise, surprise.
I mean, that ground we've got to go and play at in Belgium is horrific, by the way. It's shit.
Hey, they won the other night. They beat Union Saint-Gilloise. They beat...
They did.
Who did they beat?
They won last night.
Eindhoven.
They won in PSV, yeah.
Good effort. In Eindhoven as well.
Not an easy game, that. And I tell you what, there will be some shocks along the line in this Champions League, I'm telling you. Dan says, I once got backstage. I just said I knew the Toon review.
Good man.
Well, that's all
you know. It's not what you know, it's who you know, Dan.
And Andy says, thank you, Stato and Warpaul, for the translation. Awesome. Andy's awesome, isn't he? Right, just going back to the press conference. Now, he did speak about Anthony Gordon, guys. Eddie Howe said he's good. He's in my thoughts for tomorrow. He's an outstanding player, and you can't have enough of those. We'll look to utilize him. Whether we think that's from the start of the game, let's wait and see. He brings a pace and directness to our forward line, which you always need. It's an important season for him in his career, and we're looking forward to helping him reach the very highest levels. So again, really, Alex, he's not saying he's going to start, but he has to, doesn't he? I mean, if anything was glaringly missing against Wolves, it was Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, he's rested. He's ready to go. He's got to play. He's got to play. He's a talisman when it comes to big games, aggression, pressing. Just don't drag your studs down the back of someone this time. Yeah, we appreciate the effort. It's an accident. You mistimed it. It is what it is. We all love you. You're fantastic. But let's just not get red carded this time because we really need you.
Leeds FC. Now, obviously, I don't know which game you're talking about. I left the birth of my first child to be there, and my girlfriend was not happy with me, but worth it. Now, I don't know what game you're talking about there in the chat, but wow.
I mean, Leeds had a good run in the Champions League, didn't they? They got the semis one year, didn't they?
Yes, it did. I'm just wondering if that's what he means, one of those games. You're
when he said it
man.
was once in a lifetime, it actually was, wasn't it? Because it's never happened again. So,
well, you don't have to rub the noses in it, Alex. I mean, they
well, no, I'm just speaking from a place of experience with having watched us for a couple of years in the Championship. And again, apologies. I know Leeds have had to go through a lot worse than that, so fair enough.
Yes, they have.
But I had to listen to somebody whinging yesterday who's a Man United fan saying, "Oh, I'm not watching them anymore. Not watching them until they sort the club out." Oh, shut up! They've spent 300 mil on
He was at the Newcastle game.
Yeah, he was at the Newcastle game.
Wow, good effort.
How did you get a ticket when you're a Leeds fan?
He put an American accent on, Billy. He says, "I'm JOH. My nickname, my initials are JOH. Just tell them JOH rang, and you'll get a ticket." Straight away. That's not a.
Yes, it is.
That's a private joke between me and Billy,
guys.
and that's not slagging off all Americans. I'm talking about one in particular, which is a running joke. But there you go. I mean, just for the woke people. Anyway, Billy, a lot of people sort of during our show on Monday, and to be fair, on the fan forum last night, a lot of people worried about his discipline. Oh, by the way, he's from Leeds, Oklahoma. That's why he's in Newcastle.
That's a joke.
Yes, I know, Billy. Well, I'm just anyway. Whatever. A lot of people are worried about Anthony Gordon's discipline in a big game, Bill. He gets himself so revved up that he does what he does against Liverpool and a bit clumsy.
And the Brighton one as well, of course. Let's not forget that one.
Yes.
But he's always had that in his locker. He had it at Everton. And I think if you take it out of his game, he's not the same player. You've got to have that little bit of angst in your play, I think. A
bit like Joe Linton.
Yeah. You know, even Alan Shearer's like it to a certain extent. Got to get where
got to be willing to die for the shirt.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think you've got to have that little bit of nastiness in you. And just as long as you channel it in the right way, and he needs to channel it in running fast past players and setting up goals and scoring goals. Simple and straight.
Well, we all remember that shocking dive from Neil Lennon with Alan Shearer.
When he headbutted Shearer's foot,
Filbert Street. I mean, it was a silly thing to do, nutting his shoe like that. I mean, God, dear me. Just before we move on in the press conference, Alex, we had a big discussion over the last couple of nights regarding Sandro Tonali, and obviously we spoke about it when we were at the game on Saturday. Just how good this guy is. And, you know, people talking about seeing Bruno and being the best midfielder that we've ever seen at Newcastle. Tonali is right up there as well. I mean, the guy was unbelievable against Wolves, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think Bruno is more because of the personality, the smiles, the Brazilian flair, technical ability. Whereas if you really, really take a step back and look at the range of what Tonali can do as a footballer, I think it's got to be Tonali. It's ridiculous. When we were at the ground the other day, Paul, everyone around is just going like, "Oh, like wow, Jesus Christ, oh my God, how?" Oh, it's just noises and sentences, just absolutely flabbergasted as to how good he is. It doesn't.
I honestly thought you were going to run on the pitch when Tonali hit the post there. You were out your seat like a rabbit.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that man does, and the thing is it's the fact it's defensive work with the it's you know, when you're looking at data of a player, you look at shooting, passing, short range, long range, tracking, physical stats, running, speed. He's got absolutely all of it. He's got all of it. It's ridiculous. It's like somebody's engineered a real cheat code in life and just given him good stats across the board. He's physical. He's rapid. Some of the recovery runs, and then winning the duel and getting the ball back and spraying it out, and it's just outrageous. Like I'm so happy that the rest of the league are seemingly sleeping on this, because we get, we've had links with Tino, Bruno, other players for other clubs, and it is not that I'm trying to jinx it, touch wood, but it is very quiet on Sandro, and I think world football is really sleeping on just how good Sandro is. We need to get that boy in a new contract yesterday. Like, he is a freak of nature. He's so good at football.
Billy, what were you going to say?
He's just got more to his game than Bruno. I think Bruno's the perfect captain. I don't think Tonali could be as good a captain as Bruno, because I don't think he's got that. I
don't think Tonali would want that responsibility.
Well, he'd maybe do it more by example than the shouting and Bruno does. But Bruno's by example as well.
If Bruno was a bit heavier and a bit faster, he could challenge Tonali for the same.
Yeah, like Stato says, some of the times on Saturday when he was last man covering counter attacks and winning balls off Hwang in the last third. Yeah, outstanding, absolutely outstanding.
I mean, that one when he chased Hwang down, he was 5 yards behind him and then beat him it was incredible.
Can't believe how quick he is either. It's outrageous.
He's deceptively quick, isn't he? He's not that out and out sort of power sprinter that you would bracket like the likes of Elanga. But
once he gets up to speed, though,
he's away.
I don't think I've seen him not catch someone.
He's incredible. He's absolutely incredible. Some more super chats come in. Gary Clark says, by the end of the season, Voltemada will have defenders thinking, don't speak the name. Magpie 50 says, Paul just wants Stato's opinion on the comments made by Matty on the Magpie channel, saying Eddie may be going for Menu in January since he wants out from Newton Heath. Matty's right. He has. There is some reports today that we may be going for Kobbie Mainoo in January. Now, it was mentioned briefly in the summer, to be fair. We all know that Mainoo isn't particularly happy at Manchester United, but I don't think Manchester United will have the same manager by the time the window opens in January. And I think Kobbie Mainoo may well be back in the Manchester United side. And all this will be water under the bridge as far as I'm concerned, because I do not think Amorim has got much time left there. I don't know about you guys, but things between now and the opening of the transfer window could be a very, very different scenario.
Yeah, I think that's the case. I agree. That was what I was going to say. I think that by January, the landscape of this might have changed, and it might not be feasible anymore. He might not be gettable.
Let's hope not. All right.
No, I agree. If Matty said he wants him and he's reporting on that, I agree. I think Mainoo, that would be a cheeky little buy. I think Mainoo's got really, really good talent. If we could supplement somebody like Kobbie Mainoo into the midfield as well and have Ramsey to come through, we would have an outrageous midfield roster. So certainly, no, I'm going to take that back. I'm going to remove the word roster, because that was a little bit too.
That was very American, though.
Very franchise.
Yeah. I'll retract that.
Yeah. Oh dear. Dan Robinson says, next ballot, I'm changing my VPN to USA. Well, just change your name to John O. Robinson and you'll be fine, matey. Andy says, sorry, like I keep saying, should Tonali be in war best of teams we have ever played for the Toon? Yes, he's up there. No doubt about it.
No doubt about it. Yeah.
And who gets in the midfield? Ray?
Well, yeah. Charlie says, found a new Toon shirt in Tesco's CP yesterday, number 8.
Car park.
Interesting. Anyway, right. Have you got any graphics for us tonight, Stato?
I have indeed.
Of course,
pages of it.
Of course. By the way, just before you go into them, Alex, Bruno was obviously interviewed as well. and just so refreshing to hear a captain of a football club saying how much he loves the club, he loves the fans, he's bought into the whole Newcastle United, the whole thing, the history. He just loves this football club, and it's fantastic to listen to him talk like that.
100%.
Yeah, he's just an anomaly. We've made him fall. I say, well, okay, we've not made him fall in love with the club, but we've obviously the entire fan base. Eddie, obviously, based on listening to that high performance podcast the other day from Amanda, clearly they had a lot to do with it as well. It's everything they've tried to do, and he's taken to it like a duck to water.
I watched that, and it is emotional.
I told you it was going to be emotional. If anybody's not seen,
you have the Andrex out again, Billy.
I did it for two reasons, but I did twice.
It was emotional. If anybody's not heard it, guys, there's a high performance podcast, and Amanda Stavley was on it. It was on the most recent one. Yeah. Listen to it in your next drive or your dog walk, whatever it might be. It's really, really good.
And she swears.
She does actually. She drops a couple of F-bombs. I was very surprised.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, good on her. Good on her.
Yeah, fantastic.
Absolutely.
Right. So injuries and suspensions, guys, for both teams. Obviously, Johan Visser and Jacob Ramsey out for the Toon. Barcelona are out. Are missing Balde. Lamine Yamal is, of course, a really, really big one to be out. So I don't know if that's good or bad for us. You kind of do want to play against the best players, but at the same time, might give us a better chance to win. Gavi, of course, is gone, the midfield maestro. Marc-Andre ter Stegen is out. Of course, it will be probably Garcia, the one that we went for in the summer, which we'll get onto that. And Frankie de Jong is doubtful. He's not in most of the predicted 11s for Barcelona.
He's trained today, Alex.
Okay, then maybe he will play.
Yeah.
This is the lineup against Valencia. So this was a 6-0 win the other day.
All right, Alex, you've mentioned that once already. We don't need to talk about that.
To say that they stomped on them is an enormous understatement.
Yeah.
So this was their lineup. They had Garcia in goal, who is very likely going to play instead of it's not going to be Szczęsny, who's they've re-signed. It's not going to be him.
It's not going to be you.
You've got Jules. Who?
It's not going to be who instead of Garcia.
Szczęsny. Chesney. There you go. Sorry that I can say it properly. Jules Koundé.
I'll tell you what, I didn't have a fucking clue who Alex was talking about there. I thought, what the hell? And then you said Chesney, and I was like, of course. I don't know why.
They, of course, do have a bit of a soft spot for as a right back, because he did appear on a podcast last year in a Toon shirt, which was quite cool. So clearly he's got good taste. But hopefully, he did, yeah. He did in a podcast. You've got Mr. Garcia and Cubarsí as the centre halves, with Martin as the left backs. The midfield is still very impressive. Casado was very, very good against Valencia with, of course, the world famous Pedri. Didn't realise he had the armband. Wow, that's very impressive. It was Rashford on the left, Fermin Lopez, who just goes by Fermin on the back of his shirt. They just have their own names, apparently, in Spain, which is a bit weird. And then good old, go on.
Rooney Bargy.
Onion
Bargy, yeah.
Right, we've got it out of the way. You've done it. Let's move on. And then Ferran Torres up front. I think he probably could have had his own hat trick. He had a bit of a mare and only ended up with one assist. And then the damage was done even more so when the subs came on. Rafinha and Robert Lewandowski absolutely destroyed them. 4 goals from the bench. Just ridiculous. You've got Dani Olmo to come on as well, who is, of course, a freak of nature in the 10. They've got 2 of the best 10s in world football because Fermin is a freak. I mean, if you watch those highlights, this boy, oh my days, if we perform poorly against 10s, they've got 2 of the best. It's ridiculous how good they are. Everybody's talking about Florian Wirtz. Well, Fermin and Dani Olmo definitely deserve a bit of credit. He is an utter freak of nature. Yeah. We've got some stats up here for Fermin Lopez. Again, he's 22 years old. It's all the green you could ever imagine in the world. He's responsible for about 7 shots between him and his teammates per game. The passing range is just ridiculous. Dani Olmo as well, who we know very well, is equally as much of a freak of nature. Just ridiculous. I mean, he's responsible for about 8 shots between him and his teammates. Ball progression is just elite. It's absurd. Rafinha as well. Again, he's only played 4 games so far this season, and he's already got 4 goal contributions. So he's doing a goal contribution a game so far. Left-footed as well. He's in his peak right now. He's absolutely flying. That, again, is absurd. That is nearly 9 shots a game. In fact, that is 9 shots a game he's responsible for, both doing it himself and feeding on the teammates. It's stupid. It's outrageous how good this team is. All of these players, if you look at the stat matches, it's just sickening. It's sickening. Goals last year from Rafinha was 18 goals, 9 assists. Just elite. It is very, very scary what this lot can do. So it is this sort of trio. And Lewandowski is not even on this screen. He scored
I think he plays tomorrow. I think
he's rested a few on Sunday specifically for this game, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yes, I agree. Well, yeah. So this is the predicted SofaScore lineups for both teams. We will do our own little graphics in a minute, don't worry. This is Barcelona. So they've gone with not many changes. They've just pushed Fermín López out to the left so they can just play 2 freak 10s together, which is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Rafinha, again, is... Can somebody buy me a thesaurus? Because I don't know how to describe this front 4. It is utterly terrifying because of how well they play together as well.
Elite. Yeah,
right, it's world class. Let's be honest, it's world class.
And Lewandowski himself, I would argue, is probably the best finisher in world football. He's my personal favourite as a 9 in terms of play style, longevity, how well he looks after himself. Considering he's 300-year-old, the man is a vampire. Well, he was interviewed, Robert Lewandowski, this week, and obviously paid testament to the fact he was inspired by Alan Shearer, watched Newcastle United growing up. He is a big admirer of that, so credit to Robert. He said some very nice things. Also, very close to my heart, the fact I lived in Poland and watched him quite a lot, the Polish national team, so very nice for me, the fact that it's come full circle for me personally, and he's going to visit the stadium and the club that I love so much. So, yeah, this lineup is terrifying, guys. They are not... Just to give you some perspective, though, the defence is not necessarily impenetrable. There are injuries to this. They are without certain players. This is gettable if we have to play an absolute outrageous game to get through this.
Where's Ronald Araujo? Is he injured?
Araujo is a possibility. So just to get, I can bring up the board just to show you the potential players that might. So these are the ones that I think won't play, but might feature in the matchday squad that aren't going to get in the starting 11. So you've got Christensen, Rashford, Ferran Torres, Bargi, Araujo. There's a few others that I might not have chosen, but I think those are the ones that will probably make the bench. I think there is another defender that I've forgotten as well.
Is Eric Garcia the one from Man City? Isn't it?
I believe so. Ooh, yeah. Wrong page. And if you want average positions, I think I've got an average positions graphic for their game against.
I'm dreading this.
Well, if it's against Valencia, it's all in the 18-yard box of Valencia, isn't it?
I'm trying to figure out who's who. Average player positions. It's
Barcelona be the purple one, won't it?
Yeah, purple's Barcelona. Yeah.
Given the Valencia,
there you go. That's the attack. So that's I'm looking the wrong way. That's why. So you've got 7 is Ferran Torres, 16 is Fermín. So Fermín's going to be out on the left against us with Dani Olmo in supporting Lewandowski. So it's just going to be intricate football. We've got to be so careful because there's 1 or 2 passes is just going to completely kill us. Rafinha as well. If there's a spare man on one side, it's got to be to win this game. It's not just about passion and going forward. It's about focus. Everybody's got to be so switched on because this could fall to bits. If we're not careful, we could get thumped. Yes. That is a possibility, guys. Hey, we've got to be so careful. If we start
the way we did against Wolves, and we concede 2 goals early, we're not getting back in it.
Certainly, we could go 3 or 4-0 down if our heads drop and we don't pay attention. They could thump us. We've got to be so careful we get this right. Everybody has to be switched on. No head dropping. Communication from minute 1.
Yeah. A couple more super chats. John Chambers, thank you very much, John. Much appreciated. And Warren says Stato is the one and only.
He is.
Thank you, Warren.
The one and only. What is the question to that question? Anyway, another one in from Mark Mullins. As much as they are freaks, they ain't played anyone like our boys in an environment like St. James's Park with our fans. They're going to wonder what's hit them. Toon. Well, let's hope you're right.
That's a fair comment.
I mean, Alex, there was a few comments on our match review the other night that about the atmosphere at St. James's Park against Wolves, and it was the same as normal. It started off really well. It did go quiet.
It went flat in moments, yeah.
And Wolves fans started singing "Where's Your Famous Atmosphere," which seems to happen when any club visits us. To be fair, we need to keep.
I think the Wolves fans were having a tough day because some of what they shouted didn't really make any sense either.
Well, every time there was a free kick against them, they started shouting the Premier League is corrupt.
Well, they had the decision. So when they checked for the red card, they then proceeded to shout that mock VAR. It's like, hang on a minute, VAR just did you a favour, and you're having a go at VAR.
Yeah.
That does not make any sense.
Wrong decision.
It was a bit silly. It was a bit silly. Gary Hannon's been a member for 41 months. Thank you very much, Gary. Hi, guys. I heard NUFC is watching Olmo for one of the next transfer windows. I've seen days ago. You people, please click like and subscribe and share. Thank you very much, Gary.
How much did he cost him when he bought it? I mean, you're looking at 150 million for him, surely?
Oh,
he's on 250k a week at the moment, and he'll have a ridiculous release clause. Like, no, Danny Olmo is not a gettable player. Not yet. Not for where we are in our journey. No. We'd have to get lucky to get that over the line. There'd have to be a connection, like an agent connection, or he would have to have some sort of prior love of our team or some teammates. Like, there's no way that's happening. If we sign Danny Olmo, I will eat my words, but it's not happening.
You know, they talk about Koundé earlier with the Toon top. Wasn't he the one that sold Mbappe that he'd signed him on football manager for Newcastle?
No, that was Griezmann.
Oh, yeah. There's two.
Griezmann said he'd won the Champions League with Newcastle and signed him for Newcastle.
Signed for Newcastle, which was quite funny. Absolutely. Andy says, "Don't worry, we've got this, Bonnie lads." I'll tell you something, though, guys. The fan forum last night, everybody predicting Newcastle wins 3-1s and all this kind of stuff. And I think that's before they've seen the stats for Barcelona tonight. I think everybody's been very well and truly brought back down to earth by Alex, to be fair.
They need to do it, to be fair. They need to
absolutely. We need expectations to be realistic.
Doesn't mean we can't win. Doesn't mean we won't win, but perspective.
Yeah. Let's try and put a Newcastle side together then and see what Eddie might do tomorrow night.
This is just what was left over from the other day. I've put the Barca team on, but we can build this from scratch if you want to.
Right. Well, I think obviously Pope will play, but I do think that Livramento will be right back and Lewis Hall brought back.
So before I start touching defenders,
I beg your pardon?
Do we play a back five?
Potentially, I think so.
Jesus Christ, Billy, man.
Paul, likelihood of us playing a back five?
Well, I mean, look, I don't want to see a back five tomorrow. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but I think with being at home, we need to win. We need to go out and win this game. And I just feel like I agree. I'm not sure about
it. Should we have a look at what it would look like for the benefit of everybody watching?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we need to
get the Arsenal line up in the Carabao Cup semi-finals. We played a back five then.
Yeah, we did. That's too many men on the pitch now, though, Alex. That's the problem there.
No, I know we have got to drop somebody, which you're not going to like that, but
I just can't see him leaving Joe Linton out. I think we need that physicality in the middle.
I don't think Gordon exists on my.
How dare you, Alex?
I think I think
Anthony
it's because I read he got red carded before I even had a chance. I think did he get chucked up to a corner somewhere?
No, you've obliterated him in a state of anger at getting sent off. You've just sent him out the squad full stop.
What number's Gordon? 10.
Oh, please get 24 off the screen. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know.
There we go.
Right, Barnes is going to have to set off. Sorry, Barnes, mate. We need a bit of pace here. Would it be...
By the way, Alex Murphy's 37, Alex, if you want to give him a number now instead of a dot.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that because Bruno keeps stealing his training jacket. Everybody's made it a bit of a meme. It's quite funny. Right. Is it like that kind of thing?
Yeah,
I
maybe
mean,
with Baltimore a little bit deeper, and then the two pace merchants ahead of him, maybe.
I mean, there's variations of this that you could do that include Lewis Hall. You can keep Joe Linton in the lineup. There's ways you can change this. This is just obviously a bit of a what we could do.
I think Livramento at right back and Hall at left wing back. Sorry, I think that's the way it'll
I
go.
think he's got to. We need the pace there tomorrow.
We don't play Trippier against Barcelona at home.
No,
I don't think he drops Trippier. But
guys, I mean, look, we're talking about Livramento and Hall being England fullbacks, so they have to play against the best. And as far as I'm concerned, we need the pace, and Trippier hasn't got that pace.
Sunday. I mean, I don't think Trippier plays tomorrow and Sunday. Absolutely
no. As long as we're not imagining
Lewis Hall will. If Lewis Hall starts tomorrow, he will not play the full 90. He just won't. He'll move Livramento back when Lewis Hall comes off. But as for starting the game, I mean, it's a risk starting Hall, isn't it? You know, given that he hasn't played any football. But at the same time,
yes, a game of this magnitude, I just think Kieran Trippier plays genuinely.
But Trippier's not being good, Alex. Trippier was dreadful on Saturday, by the way.
No, I don't think he was dreadful. I
think
come
on. How many times did we say
mistakes,
give the ball away? So many times.
He did make mistakes, yes, but he knew he was making mistakes. And
well, it's all right knowing you're making mistakes, but we can't afford them against Barcelona because they're not Wolves.
This is a flip. This is a flip of the coin, right? This is an aging Kieran Trippier who made a few mistakes the other day, or a Lewis Hall which isn't up to fully 100% match fitness for a game of this magnitude right now. It is a flip of the coin, in my opinion.
I agree. However,
we might get a great Lewis Hall. We might get a great Trippier. Like we just don't know. Or
Kieran Trippier's habit of jumping under balls lately.
I worry.
What do we think is more likely to happen? Trippier sorts his head out, or Hall has doesn't have any cobwebs or rust in his game. I don't know. I think Trippier maybe is just a better option, just less of a risk.
Benamiga, I can see what you did there.
Hall is fit. He played against Wolves. Yeah, he's had game time. Absolutely. Twat.
Look, At the same time, though, guys, I don't like not having Joe Linton in this team.
Well, look, I think...
Should we try and play 12 see if we get away with it?
Well, there's that option, but
I know I've built this, but at the same time, I have massive reservations about players not on this team. So
I don't think he leaves Joe Linton out against Barcelona's midfield tomorrow. We need Joe Linton in there.
In which case, he'll have to play a 4-3-3.
Which is why I think he goes 4 at the back.
Right, let's go.
He doesn't have to go 4-3-3, Bill. He can go 4-2-3-1.
I still think he plays Trippier, but
he'll put Trippier in it.
Well, just for fixing the lineup, let's do Joe. Where have you gone, mate? There you are. Gordon, Alanga. Right, I think this is what everybody, apart from obviously the Hull versus Trippier, I'm guessing most of us, especially everybody in the chat, doesn't really have too much wrong with this. Unless people want to fight me on Barnes and Murphy starting, but
I think Murphy does start, mate. I think Murphy starts tomorrow. I think he's done enough to keep his place.
I think there's more chance of Alanga starting if we do play a back three. I think there's less chance to play a 4-3-3.
Surely the pace, though. No, like are we not?
I think it's less.
Alex, I mean, let's be honest. Alanga, when we've seen him in the last few games, he's been dreadful.
It's purely the pace factor. It's for the press. It's for suffocating them. It's at home. But again, Murphy got the assist.
Murphy can do that though. Murphy can do that as well.
Murphy's very reliable. He's got, I would argue, better. I was going to say better defensive. Some of his defensive tracking's been quite poor recently, or his awareness. I don't know. I really want Alanga due to the pace factor. However, Murphy.
Let's be honest, guys. This is
very reliable.
This is what we've been wanting for as fans for a long time, to actually do these previews and really scratch our heads as to what Eddie's going to do, because he's got so many options now, which is certainly not a bad thing.
Can I just say hats off to Jacob Murphy, by the way, because we've all been crying out for a right winger purchase for 2.5, 3 years.
Yep.
We finally spent over 50 mil on one. And we're all still sat here going, maybe we should start Jacob Murphy, which is a testament to how well he's done and how much he's progressed.
Yeah, but it's early days for Elanga.
He keeps creating goals, doesn't he? So why wouldn't you?
Well, let's be honest, Alex.
This is a game, guys, against Barcelona at home, and we're all going, I think Jacob Murphy should start this. That's mad. Think about his journey.
But for me, Elanga hasn't had enough time to, we haven't seen the best of Elanga yet. We know what he's capable of, and I'm sure Eddie does as well. But the fact of the matter is, Murphy, he could have had 2 goals. He had 2 very good shots in the first half. Created the goal as well.
His left foots haven't been too bad recently, actually.
With a great crossing for Voldemar, wasn't it? Let's be fair. It was a fantastic ball in. But then again, we've got this rumour that maybe Voldemar might not start. So we have to.
All right, let's entertain that idea, shall we? Voldemar is injured. Are we going back to this nonsense?
No, because I think if Voldemar is out tomorrow, Eddie will go 4-2-3-1. I don't think he can play Barnes tomorrow. Barnes has done nothing this season.
How do we play 4-2-3-1 without the only 10? What are you talking about?
Right. Let me. I think if we play 4-2-3-1, Joe Linton goes left.
And who goes 10?
Voldemar.
What if he's injured? We're talking about if he's injured, though.
Yeah, but no.
Well, if he's injured, he's injured. Well, fuck it, I don't know.
So you think? Okay, so you think if he's available, we do something like this?
Well, that's what people were saying in the chat before when they were saying about Keith Downey reporting that he might go with Gordon up top, and you guys said he could play Voldemar as a 10.
Yeah, he could if he's fit. Yeah.
I mean, that's mental. To be fair, I you know what? I don't hate it.
No, I don't.
It's absolutely insane, but I kind of don't hate it because this is a bit of a throwback to what Joe Linton was doing with Willock.
Joe Linton can help out defensively with Livramento. We know he can, and Murphy can help out Trippier.
And I mean, if you need to adjust it, you've got, you've got Willock and Barnes could come on, Elanga. So you've got 3 that could come on and make a difference. I mean, Ramsey's not available. You've obviously, sorry, Mr. William Osula. I do apologise for forgetting you exist. Will Osula, of course, has been known to come on and score goals.
Look, the problem I've got with that is I think we get overrun if we go that in midfield.
Yeah, well,
are you just reading Steve's comment?
What?
Steve's put we would get overrun.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but surely Joe would. It would look a bit more. Surely it would be wonky. It could go a bit wonky out of possession. It doesn't have to be again, but there's not really. We've not had enough time to try this.
If without possession, I think Voldemar will then swap with Gordon, and Gordon will come back and defend. I know it sounds madness, but I think that's what would happen.
I absolutely love this idea, but there's not been enough time to try this.
No, do you know what, guys? I think Voldemar plays tomorrow. I don't think he's injured. I think he goes up front tomorrow, and Gordon's on the left. I think we go 4-3-3.
Does anyone think we're not going to change centre backs at any point?
Does Botman force his way in this at some point?
That's what I'm thinking. Does Botman play? I'd sooner play Botman tomorrow than Burn, I have to say.
Would you? Defensively
wise, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll trust Botman against Lewandowski more than I would Dan Bird. And that's no criticism of Dan Bird. I think it's levels, if I'm perfectly honest. I don't think he will drop him. I think, obviously, you don't drop the local hero, but that's what I'd be looking to do.
Well,
I mean, Baz Down has just said you don't experiment against Barcelona. I would agree. I think this is.
Yeah,
I appreciate we did this at times last year with the Carabao Cup run. We surprised Arsenal, but let's be fair. Our gamble was a gamble with a defensive shape. Gambling with an attacking shape is quite risky. And bearing in mind, Voldemar has probably not had chance to learn all of our pressing structures, passing networks, patterns. Like he's only just arrived. Dude. There's so much that you've seen what Eddie's like. There'll be so much to learn that he's not yet learned.
Yeah, that's fair comment. Well,
right. What we doing then?
4-3-3.
Should we put the tried and trusted up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we going?
And it's a toss of the coin for Murphy or Elanga for me. I don't know which way Eddie will go. And I don't know which way Eddie's going to go for the full-backs either.
I think there's more chance of Murphy playing with a 4-3-3 than what there is with a back five.
Does Barnes get dropped for this?
100%.
Yes.
100%. It makes sense, doesn't it? Because Gordon can't play Sunday.
It does. It leaves you with, to be honest, quite a reasonable bench. Because to be able to bring on Alanga, Barnes, and Osula as substitutions is much stronger than we've had in a number of years, to be fair. And Willock to come in on the midfield. Like, it's not bad at all. And then you got Botman and Malik Chow.
I remember, he's got an option of putting Hall up in the midfield if he needs to at some point. Hall can play there. So I think he's got plenty of options.
Oh, there's a new feature, by the way. You can make people bigger. Voltemada is going to remain that size now.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's a big boy. There's been some very strange quotes tonight on this show. But let's move on, and it is, of course, prediction time. Billy, we'll let you go first tonight. What do you reckon?
It's a tough one because Barcelona are certainly one of the elite 4 or 5 teams in Europe. Come St James's Park's not going to be easy for them. I'm going to sit on the fence and say 2-2.
Oh, you twat! That's what I've gone for as well. I've gone for a Desmond. So me and Billy have gone 2-2. Alex?
I'm going to go for 2-1 to us. I think I'm going to say we're going to win.
I knew. And I knew you'd go for a win. I had a hunch. Couple more super chats before the end of the show. Andy wants a 4-3-3. Magpie 50 says best defense is attack plus tactics. Ricky Thomas says Trippier is a big game player, always comes to the fore in these games. He's a must for experience and leadership.
Yeah, I think you need Trippier in this game. Really do.
Andy again says Murphy first half, Alanga second. And Robert says, let's not forget Chow has Champions League experience.
Fucking Scouts.
I mean, so does Miley, but we're not going to start him.
You what, Billy?
Scouts the one up with an own goal.
Twats. So there you go, guys. That is our predictions. It's now over to you, Newcastle United, to do the business. Don't forget, tomorrow, Billy is live from 7:30 with the only Matchday Live. We came up with the name, and it's our thing, Matchday Live.
But you're thinking that someone else using the same name as us.
Yes, it's not. There is only Matchday Live. The one and only Matchday Live is on this very channel.
Everyone else calls it a watch along. We call it Matchday Live.
Yeah, absolutely, because it is. It's not a watch along because we're commentating on it. So we're not just sitting watching the game. Right. There you go. Thank you very, very much for watching tonight, guys. Thank you for all your super chats and memberships. Thank you so much to the mods and, of course, to Billy and Alex. Give it a like if you've enjoyed the show, guys. And if you're new around here and like what you see, please do subscribe. It really, really does help us. But in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your evening, folks. And we...
Oh, well, Paul. 1 second.
Okay, yeah.
People are saying that it's free on Amazon. It isn't. It absolutely isn't. It is on Amazon, but they guide you to Discovery Plus, who then guide you to TNT, which you have to pay for. So it's not free on Amazon at all. Yeah,
it's not, no. They have ways of getting around that. They can advertise it on Amazon because they're all partnered up with each other.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. How are the lads? And we will all be back for a review of the game on Friday. But give Billy your support tomorrow night during Matchday Live. And if you see me and Alex and Sam around the ground tomorrow, come and say hello. We love to put faces to names.
I'll be there from 4 or 5 o'clock. We'll be around.
So that's it, guys. Enjoy the rest of
Come back and check out